2 words. We're free. You hear that? You're free. You're free. You're free.
Tomorrow is a special day. An incredibly important event where our founding fathers created the roots of what our country would become. However, today is an even more important day. Why, you ask? Well, today is the day of the release of Reviver 3.
My God.
But it all comes at a very scary time for me personally as an archivist. As you can see as we look over to these beautifully empty shelves, for the first time ever, nothing left on it, as each of those blue cans have been carefully removed, palletized, in preparation for moving to our new space in Meriden, Connecticut. For an archivist, change, while inevitable, is terrifying. Who are you?
Does it matter? You spent company time and money on me. But if you need to know, I'm the president of Vinegar Syndrome. I was born when a little boy named Joe Rubin wished upon a reel of corn. Where do you come from?
Well, I come from the land of hopes and dreams, New York City.
I'm not the only one around here with a stick up my ass.
Well, Mr. Film Can.
That's President
All
Film
right,
Can.
the President Film Can. What do you think about change?
Oscar, I know change is scary, but it happens to all of us. In all my years at Vinegar Syndrome, I think there's still things that need to be changed. For instance, we only do feature films. Where are all the short films? Animated films. Films featuring just cats doing cat things. And films made by shoddily made puppets that are held together with bubblegum and duct tape.
Well, President Film Can, Reviver 3 is all about finding new things that people haven't discovered yet. It's not just about the features. We have an incredible wealth of films that are off the beaten path that still should be preserved and released.
It's our patriotic duty.
You're goddamn right, Mr. Film Can. And if we don't do it, no one will.
Well, I think you've got the idea. Get back to winding through, you stupid idiot.
Not every original camera element makes for a good digital restoration element. Some things just don't make it through the scanner. And this is one of those examples. This is a emulsion scratch film. Let's look at the internegative really quickly, because this is actually what we ended up using as the scanned element. So here you have our original. Again, while we were trying to scan this, we very quickly realized this is the very end of the film. So while we were trying to scan this, Brandon realized that there were these colored sections were kind of flaking off. So again, this is an example where we reluctantly, but for the benefit of the long-term object of the film, chose not to go with the camera originals. This is literally scratched off here and colored using some kind of, some gel-tipped thing. I just have never seen anything like this, or something as beautiful as this. It's just stunning. The colors, like, this is a hand done. This is like a real work of an artist.
I don't know. Do you think we ought to do this? We gotta do this. But why? So your children can tell their children.
Tell them what?
That's what we gotta find out.
You just have a bunch of random characters that showed up in other places locally and around the States in advertisements. And they go around and they explore the really important thing that's happening that year in 1976, which is the bicentennial of the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
I got a postcard about the signing. I'm going to send it to my Aunt Louise.
And 11 years later, our founding fathers drew up the Constitution of the United States right here.
A long time ago, when you would copy films photochemically from reversal film to internegative stock, for color internegative made from reversal, it experiences significant fade. What you see is it almost looks like a shiny metallic sheen, almost looking green. So Mr. Joe Rubin named this problem the green problem. The green problem is a big reason why many films that we want to release may never be released. What you have here is a pyramid of preservation worst case scenarios. Here we have our print on the bottom. Our print is incomplete. One of the main aspects of lostness is incompleteness. On top of that, you have green problem, which is the material instability of a film. And on top of that, you have the camera original elements, which went through a flood. So a good portion of the emulsion layers have been stuck and congealed together for many, many years. But I think that the pageantry of this movie is interesting enough to serve as an example. And in one go, you can literally see 3 elements side by side representing the exact same thing. So here you have the reversal for the one image, and then next you have the 35mm blow-up color interneg, and then for the last reel, the print, you have the same image. This is all 3 generations of making an independent film using reversal film in the 1970s. Fascinating little film. The puppets are fun. I really just love the image of the Yeti and the convertible. It's just very special to me. This one's incredibly ornate. Like you kind of just don't understand how anybody was able to animate something like this. And it was made for a class. So you kind of wonder if this G. William Hughes just had a art class and basically forced all the people in that animation class to be his workers. Because if you look at the end, you can see never-ending title scroll of all the people who worked on it. To me, it ties in perfectly with this previous film. It has a very different view of America in 1976. So to me, it kind of made a good example of a point-counterpoint situation with this whole Reviver release, especially since we're pulling both from the original camera elements. Did I miss anything?
Don't forget, all proceeds to Reviver series releases go to help Oscar preserve obscure films.
Well, not just obscure, special films. We hope you enjoy.
Bye.